Welcome back, listeners, for the half-time break here at CB Smith Reserve as the players make their way onto the pitch for the start of this second half. It's the Moreland Zebras 1, Werribee 1.
Yeah, I'm excited about this, Dom. This big second half coming up. I had the, well, I've got you, Dom. I had the pleasure of seeing a couple of former Zebras player here, indeed club captain of 6 years, Mile Medjedovic, and Joel Nikolic, the big striker, who's currently playing for Essendon Division 1, and his namesake there, Millsy's playing for Westgate, also in Division 1. The two boys come and watch us regularly, and it's lovely to see them supporting the black and white still.
Definitely great to see the ex-players or ex-captain there and ex-players from the Zebras still coming down to support the current squad. As we said, we've got all to play for here now in the second half, as the Zebras, with the wind now in the second half, would want to definitely push their dominance and try and get onto that scoreboard nice and early and put Werribee under the pressure.
I can't see any changes at this stage.
Looks like everyone's still the same.
Still on, Garen Preen still on, Big Nick still on.
Linesman hasn't, or the port official hasn't signalled any changes as the referee gets us underway now. Werribee with the kick-off. Zebras kicking to the Essendon Jeep endless turf end of the ground. With possession now, Zebras forward. Now getting early.
Looking wide, looking to lay it off, goes right back to Trey Sadler. Comes out wide to Timmins. Timmins on his wrong side to turn round. Sadler this time needs to move it up the park and does so. A bit too hard for Garen Preen, makes good of it. Makes good of it and goes back again. Zebras yet to move it out of the front third.
Happy just to keep possession of the Zebras now. They know they've got the wind go long, but a little bit too long there, and Konstantinovski chasing to get it and goes out for a goal kick. Not sure why he busted a gut there trying to get that one, Joe. He let it go out anyway.
Well, just say we've been calling Konstantinovski, and he does look like Konstantinovski, and in fact it's Christian Rossi, the Werribee goalkeeper, so apologies for all you football supporters out there. The big boys certainly look alike, even in their movements.
It did. I definitely thought it was him. Apologies there for our listeners.
We let it bounce. Limo pushes it wide to Nashimoto. Or is it?
Yeah, it was Nashimoto. Now the cross comes in. No, on the back post, and there dives.
Couldn't take a chance. Couldn't take a chance. Simioi puts it behind. It'd be a corner to Werribee, which Liam Bryan is going to leave by the looks of it. Just drops it. And James Tyler is making his way to the far end.
So welcome to our Facebook listeners now. We had a technical diff in that first half, but we're happy to be here live on Facebook now. Welcome to all of our listeners around Victoria and Australia, should we say.
Yes, marvellous Moreland at CB Smith Stadium. Tyler with the James with the cross, and it comes knotted down by Collette. It was. Can't get a strike at it. Zebras clear, a scruffy ball.
Williams there checked a little bit late too.
Werribee pick it up again. This time it's going to roll out. The tussle there. Referee says Werribee throw in.
So
bit bemused is Barfarosh. Bit bemused there. Don't know really why it's theirs. Werribee in no rush to take it. They do now. Throw in. Oh, he has a sider there, does James.
But
Brian it was that had a sider there, just as the turn of the ball, and thought he'd give the custodian a bit of a workout nice and early, but Jack Astuti West was up to the task.
Astuti West now, still with it, just taking his time. Looking for his options forward. Now gets underneath it. Better goal kick that time with the breeze. Gets to Niagoran. Brilliant kick. Niagoran brings it down sensationally there for the Zebras. Now in control. Still with it. Williams takes a touch. Looking for his options forward. Goes for the flick around the back.
Didn't make the run, Tommy.
Bafarosh thought it wasn't going to get through, but should have probably kept running there on that occasion. But unlucky there for the Zebras.
You've got to believe that the ball's going to get there. Lovely ball by Jacob Williams. Went unheralded. Petrov cuts back inside. Switches flanks to his centre half in Collette. Left-sided player finds a gap in the middle there, and they get the ball. Zebras keen to make sure it doesn't pass, and doesn't. Werribee forced backwards. This time they go inside. Murray looking to start it again. Zebras cut it out again. Barfarosh doing some heavy work in the defensive lines. Nagorian looking to pass on. This time he gets a free ball. He's on the space here. Got a bit of space, Nick Nagorian.
Preen's flicked off the back. Looked like he got brought down.
No
straight
penalty.
for the free, but nothing given there from the referee. Calls play on.
No penalty. Went down a bit too easily for me, Tommy Barfarosh.
Just seeing how they managed to get through. There was a link-up play there by
Nagorian it was that burst on there with a 1-2. Had a bit of space. I thought he might have a shot at goal, Dom, but he didn't. He cut it back for Barfarosh, who went down rather too meekly, I would have thought. Nothing doing, says ref. Play on.
Murray, centre of the park now for Werribee. Still in possession. Looking forward. Still with it. Looking
Looks
for the
up.
option
It looks
there.
a bit crowded. Zebras
getting numbers
crowding
back.
that ball.
Friendly time there. Still with it. Petrov now finds his teammate in Collette. Collette now takes a couple of touches. Goes a long one over the top, but the wall's going to sit up there with the wind. Simioi wins the header down. Goes forward. Unlucky not to get a free kick there. I think there was a bit of an elbow there, but gets up right away. Doesn't appeal for the free.
Canal gets the throw in.
Yes, wins it back for the Zebras.
Same sort of flavour, Dominic, at the moment. Werribee with pretty much a lot of the ball pushing it forward. Zebras keen to just break it up and see if they can get a long ball of their own happening and take advantage of this breeze.
So still with it, the Zebras brought down the ground near Goran.
And play
helps the
play
player
on.
up there, Jay. Actually picked him up off the ground there near Goran.
Gentleman, Nick.
He is definitely. As the Zebras now, Werribee still in possession. Now, long along the ground there. Managed to find it. Flicked up in the air. Ball held up. Preen underneath it. Still with it, Preen. Goes to bring it down. Flicked up. Still in possession. Werribee with it. Ball trickles out. Looked over, was over the line, and the lines puts his flag up. It's a Zebras throw-in. A lot better start to this half there, though, for the Zebras. A lot better start.
Look, it's okay, and still not smooth enough for my liking. I don't think the coaching staff would be all that pleased at the moment. There's no reason why we
look a lot more sharper this start of the half than we did in the first half, though, Joe.
Yeah,
so
we do, and that's the scoreboard confidence that you know that you're on parity at least, and not a goal down to a soft penalty.
So still in possession now, Werribee. Goes to clear it out, go all the way back. Finds Petrov. Petrov takes a couple of touches, looking forward. Knocks it, goes out wide, finds Collette. Collette now with it. Barfarosh there, putting a little bit of pressure still. That holding, coming through the middle. Oh, nearly turned over there, but managed to get around him.
They find a gap now, Werribee.
Still with it. Now goes across, deflected. Watley gets in the end of it, can't keep possession though. Turned over, Werribee still in play, and Simioi comes out with it for the Zebras. Now Simioi goes forward, looking for Niagoran, who gets it under control, brilliantly done. Now links up with Simioi. Simioi turns, goes back. Had his jumper held there. Referee's found. No, the linesman's called the free kick.
Says so. Referee not too keen, Dominic, to put up...
no, definitely not.
Yeah, the linesman there had to do some heavy work to convince him that the actual free kick was on the go. As we get news that the Zebras TV is working sensationally now.
It is now, Joe, definitely. So
if you're watching on Zebras TV through TMAP or you're watching through Facebook, welcome to all you Zebras black and white supporters.
As we wait for the resulting free kick there for Simioi to take that for the Zebras. Still in possession, Simioi now. Long one over the top. Looking for the run there, but probably a little bit too close there for the goalkeeper. And
Rossi was going to let it run, decided not to. Collects. We need to put a bit more pressure on that ball, Dominic. It goes to the bottom of the 6-yard box. There's got to be somebody contesting
saw that in the first half with Werribee putting that pressure on whenever we've had it.
Well, Rossi decides to now.
Held on to it for a little while there. Fans remonstrating in the crowd that he had more than 6 seconds to hold that ball, and referee calling play on. So,
bit more fluent in the last couple of minutes, Moreland Zebras. Barfarosh gets bundled over. No
Williams
free kick.
Now turned
Williams
over.
Collects.
Still Williams. Passes to himself. Now switches through the middle. Brilliantly done there. Still in possession. Preen now cuts in through the middle. Still with possession. Preen goes to turn. Looking to square it up. Comes out wide. Finds Timmins. Timmins down to the 9-yard box. Brilliantly turned Timmins. Now goes for the shot, but blocked there by a Werribee defender.
Good work until that final ball.
Ball gets cleared out. Finds a teammate. Nashimoto there with the ball. Now the long one over the top. Watley getting to that ball first and finds Devitt.
Has to win it, and he does.
Brilliantly done by the Zebras.
Simioi there to collect at the back. Zebras start again. Much more like it at the moment. Zebras look like they're picking up their play a bit. Jack Westerstuti gets a touch. Watley on the right-hand side. Lifts his head. Going to take advantage of this breeze. Maybe not. Looking at the midfield. Nagorian goes down behind play. Referee says nothing's on. This time he does it.
And he's offside though.
Just offside
there for
Luke Devitt.
Luke Devitt, Joe.
Just strayed. Just a bit of ball watching by the youngster. Long way from Queensland, but settled in quite well at Moreland Zebras in his first year. Had a solid pre-season and showing a bit of worth at the moment. Yeah,
would have loved the warmer weather in the Melbourne summer here, Joe, but now getting into the winter, I'm not too sure he's going to be too much of a fan of Melbourne's cold winters.
Well, yeah, the young man's got fair skin, so he was all over the cream during the summer. Long Indian summer that Melbourne has.
Has Werribee now with the free kick. Collette goes long. Way too long. Great pick up there by Faustin Diamicis there, the Zebras.
Diamicis lost
the Zebras goalkeeper, the way he handled that ball there, but it's the Zebras coach.
He's lost nothing of his skill set.
As the ball gets flicked on, comes off a Werribee defender, and out for another Zebras throw-in. Simo to push forward to take the throw now for the Zebras.
Werribee just on their haunches for the last 5 minutes or so. Moreland working themselves back into the game after that shock first 5-minute penalty. Barfarosh making some space for himself has a shot.
Why not? Worked it for it, got the turn, but just couldn't get his body over the line or arch over that ball, and unfortunately, leaning backwards, it skews over the top and not.
Yes, a nice sighter there, Dominic. He's well entitled to have that strike with a big clear vision in front of him. Just got underneath the ball and over it went.
As Rossi there now for Werribee to take the kick. Looks short. Yep, goes the shorter option. Collette peeled out wide.
He gets into trouble, Collette.
Oh, couldn't get it there. Unfortunately, Devitt for the Zebras, but still in pressure. Wins the ball down there, Zebras. Still in play. Ball gets cleared.
They wouldn't be happy with that, Werribee. Collette's raising his hand saying, what do you want me to do? It was a short ball. I wasn't expecting that, keeper. Rossi says, face up.
Didn't want to go the long option there, Jarvis, with this wind, the ball holding up. Tried the short, and Zebras nearly making them pay on that occasion.
Yeah, it wasn't much fun in the first half for Moreland Zebras, so the wind playing a factor here. Nagorian gets onto the ball. Can he make something out of it? No, loses out to Nashimoto it is, who goes left, goes long. Moreland gathering every ball at the moment with the help of a nice breeze.
Definitely a nice breeze. You can see some of the
debris
loose
running
bits
across
packaging rolling across
Garen
the ground.
Preen has got to do something with this.
Swing for the free kick. Referee not giving. And not sure how he's picked that one there that way, Jay, the referee. But
look, we're just not up to the speed at the moment. I don't think. Poor old Garen was tugged back, and the minute he raised his hand, he was penalised. So
he was.
There he is, a little bit frustrated at the moment. The young man's got to be careful. Tremaine Sadler says, "Get it out of here."
He does. Gets underneath it. Nagorian can't get it
wins
down.
it.
Williams, Devitt, trying to still bring it down to Zebras.
Back, not seen again.
He's got a bit of time there. Zebras giving him a little bit of space in the back, able to clear out. Williams now gets in front of it, wins it back for the Zebras. Devitt now, near Goran, can't get onto the end of it. He's tackled, referee's picked. Which way is he signalled the free kick there?
I don't know, it's played that. I didn't see his arm movement. It looks against Moreland Zebras. Not quite sure he's entitled to go for that ball, Nick.
He was there, definitely, Joe. It didn't look like there was any malice in that.
He gets the last touch and he's on a 1-to-1, so I'm not quite sure what the referee was thinking there, having a chat to Big Nick, but not Daniel Petrov. He's entitled to it. He's on the last man. The ball's loose. The mind boggles sometimes when we're talking about referee, so we better not say anything. Werribee found a bit of space here in the pocket. Bit too much space, still able to go. Liam Bryan has his shirt pulled, not seen. Barfarosh, very deep defending. Murray scoops it on the left. The run's there. Werribee still in possession. This time they go all the way back. Brad Murray wants to start again and does, to Collette. He's going to look for Petrov. He does. Petrov gets it, goes back to Collette on the left-hand side. The big centre half looking to move forward, looking for the ball in the middle and finds it. Werribee looking to exploit some gaps. Moreland need to cut that out. Not giving him too much at the moment, but the ball's still constantly down there.
Still in possession. Werribee comes out. Williams gets his foot through
Williams decides that enough's enough. Oh, the ball doesn't go out. There's a fair
bit of backspin on that one there, Joe.
Bit of backspin, you're right.
As Simio then goes for the clearance, comes off a Werribee attacker and goes out for another Zebras goal kick.
He's a smart player, Nicholas Simioy. That Melbourne City stint and indeed with Avondale in the next level up has done him the world of good. Of course, Nick was a 6-year junior player and senior player, Mirabella medalist at Moreland Zebras, and we're grateful for him to return again.
Definitely are, Joe, definitely are. 13 and a half minutes gone here at CB Smith Reserve. It's the Moreland Zebras 1, Werribee 1. Long kick out there from West Astuti, finds near Goran. Zebras still in possession with it though. Canal tries to get the clearance through, but it's cut off. Long one over the top there now. Timmins for the Zebras, cleans up, finds Preen. Preen still in possession. Back to Timmins. Timmins still in possession. Now comes out wide to Preen again. Preen switches through the middle. Near Goran. Tries to control the bobbling ball. Does well.
He's held on to, but he's getting nothing. The big man gets nothing. This time, Simioi with the ball.
Now at wide to near Goran.
Can have a strike. He can have a strike, Nick. Tommy Barfarosh taking too long.
Takes a shot and scores it! Barfarosh there for the Zebras.
And Tommy
Link-up
Barfarosh.
play from the Zebras. Near Goran going across there and celebrating with his teammates. Brilliantly done there from the Zebras. It was a pass out wide. And you saw it, Simioi there. Great link-up play there from the Moreland Zebras. Simioi winning that possession back.
Simioi to drive that ball forward.
And near Goran to have that headspace and just control it, assess his pass, gets it into that middle. Barfarosh, we thought he'd overcooked it with the first touch, Joe, but managed to get himself in position and slotted that one there home.
Well,
it's the Moreland Zebras 2, Werribee 1 here at CB Smith Reserve.
Just goes to show, Dominic, from this angle right up here, we can't see it all, but young Tommy Barfarosh certainly did. Well-deserved goal. Moreland Zebras, with the help of this little breeze now, looking to take the ascendancy even further.
Zebras still in possession. Preen now.
Bit of confidence from Preen, just dancing around far too much there and turned the ball over again. Werribee in a little bit more of a rush now.
Still with it, Werribee. Breeze is picked up again here at CB Smith Reserve. You can see corner flags absolutely swaying out there at the moment, so wind gusts have picked up. There's a clear now over the top. Tremaine Sadler brings it down. Devitt can't get to it first though. Still wins it though, Devitt from behind there. Under possession. Preen turns, goes now, plays it into space. Now charging forward Preen for the Zebras. Still going with it, Preen. Going towards the corner flag. Turns, assesses his options forward.
He's looking for support.
Still turning.
No, he goes on his left to his right. Doesn't get it over. It falls to Timmins. Can have a strike from there. He decides to square it up.
And Canal there with the shot.
Now we know Liam can hit him.
We definitely do.
And that just over the bar from Moreland Zebras and Liam Canal. Bit of heavy work there from Garen Preen. Not ideal. I've just got to say, one touch too many for me for Garen. He's got the opportunity to get the ball across. People running into the space. Defenders facing the goal. That's the time to deliver the ball.
There's another goal kick taken by Rossi there for Werribee and trickles over the line.
This wind playing a bit of havoc, Dominic. As Rossi puts it over the line, Simioi with the throw in front of the Werribee bench, just in front of the perfect timber floor sign.
Goran there comes off a Werribee player, goes out for another throw in. Simioi just taking his time getting across there now.
The throw in taken from Crocams. Today's game brought to you by Mirabella Lighting.
Simioi now with the throw in. Looking for his options forward, telling his players to move into the box. Goes the long throw, gets there, near Goran underneath it. Sort of manhandled one of the players out of the way, and referee calling play on, and it's gone out for a Zebras corner.
Yeah, I can't see this pole here is 8% of the game.
And unfortunately, due to the windy conditions, we weren't able to videotape from the scaffold.
Too risky. Although I see maybe one of the Werribee people is up there.
Yeah, just a bit too windy there for anyone to be up there tonight. So under the shelter of the grandstand as the corner comes in.
Doesn't get over the first man.
Player though. Williams brings it back down now, takes a touch, goes another cross in. Near Goran over the top. And yep, they've been...
the big man's not getting any luck his way at the moment. Every single contest seems like a free kick to Werribee. Referee want him to take it again. Rossi Petrov on his haunches.
Yeah, copped a knock at the back there and
just
going to call for some treatment. Yeah. the game's paused for a moment while the Werribee player receives treatment. As we mentioned earlier, we'd like to thank all of our major sponsors for the 2019 season: Rosengold Wholesale Foods, Metal Form Group, Nemcon Pools, Land Track Environmental Solutions, Essendon Jeep, Bell Collision, Essendon Isuzu Utes, Degani in Coburg, Crocams, Mirabella Group, Endless Turf, and Fletcher Food. So we'd like to thank all of our sponsors for the 2019 season. As we have a little bit of a respite here, Joe. Zebras came out a different team in that second half, Joe, as they started. You saw, different to the first half. We've managed to switch on a bit more there now, and with that aid of that breeze, have managed to take the lead so far in this game.
Well, it was always going to be the case. Werribee had a lot of possession in the first half, courtesy of a breeze. We couldn't force it forward either on the floor or in the air because there's a fair breeze. As we see Petrov go off to get some treatment here, I hope he's okay, the young man. But no, we've also playing much better styling. We've able to put 3 or 4 passes together and culminating a shot. Those shots haven't been great. We've had 3 sail over the bar, but the ones that we did manage to get were very good. So all to play for still.
As now the Zebras take the, Rossi there for Werribee to take the resulting free kick. Get play underway. Petrov given the all clear to make his way back onto the park, so it doesn't look like it's too much of damage there. But Devitt now wins possession back for the Zebras. Timmins in possession still with it, the Zebras. Timmins under a lot of pressure, manages to give it to Williams. Williams over the top, looking for the run of Preen. Ball staying in, still with it, Preen. And manages to trickle over the line for a goal kick for Werribee. So came off the Zebras left wing player there.
The clock ticks over to 66 minutes, plenty of time yet. But Moreland Zebras looking a lot better than they have been.
Rossi now for Werribee with the resulting goal kick. Looking to go long. Ball hiked up in the air. Doesn't make it there. Sitting up in the air with that breeze. Header comes down. Still in possession, Werribee. Turned over. Preem with the ball. Still with it now. Nick Neogoran for the Zebras. Comes out wide to find Timmins, who then finds Williams. Williams now squares a pass up to Luke Devitt, who squares it to Preen, who takes a shot. Deflected. Barafrosh there trying to win possession. Doesn't though. Ball still in play. Simioi with it. Goes to take on one. Tries to get past him. Still can't. Werribee turn it. Get possession back again. Tackle there from Canal. Wins it back for the Zebras. Simioi still going forward. Turns back.
Zebras
squares
in the fight now. Zebras keen and winning those 50-50s as well. There's a loose ball. Goes over the top. Just a bit too far for Simioi. He says,
Simioi gave up with the chase there.
Thank you, but that was a little bit too long for me. A little bit more contest in the fight at the moment, so Moreland Zebras giving as good as they get. Still no benefits for Big Nick. The Man Mountain gets no free kicks mostly, so this is Moreland Zebras telecast, so we can say those things. There's
another one, a goal kick taken, Joe, and it just managed to clear the 18-yard box. That's how strong this breeze is at the moment.
Fair breeze out there as Canal wins the ball. Williams. Can Zebras gather up? Werribee do.
Goes out wide, sprays it.
It's the wind's turned to a bit of squalling breeze now.
Still definitely in the favour of the Zebras end though, as Timmins takes the throw, looks down the line, looks for Neogoran, tries to win the header back, manages to get into the path of Devitt. Devitt then lays it off.
There's a one-on-one. Barfarosh
still turns Barfarosh under the goalkeeper, and it's gone out for a corner kick there for the Zebras. Brilliant build-up play again. Neogoran back in that action again, Joe. Flicking that header, just that pressure coming off the Werribee defender into the path of Luke Devitt, who then managed to square a ball through to Barfarosh, and Barfarosh unlink there, gets it under the keeper.
If you pay Big Nick no attention, he's going to do that. If you pay him attention, he still does that. He's able to link. His link work is second to none, and we've certainly missed him. Glad to have him back. He could sign off with the goal to be even better, Dominic.
Definitely will be, Joe. As the corner now. Preen, I think it is there for the Zebras to take. Delivers it. Neogoran get underneath it. A few players there at the back post on the back there, but Wind sort of took that one there and passed the face of the goal, and it goes out for another Werribee goal kick.
It's a little bit more like it. Zebras with most of the ascendancy at the moment. big shout out if you're listening on and watching on Facebook to all our black and white supporters around the world, all the 12,500 odd that our Facebook followers. Moreland Zebras 2, Werribee City 1, touching on 72 minutes.
Better goal kick there for Werribee. Managed to get over the halfway line in that time. Williams now, headers up in the air. Ball coming down. Bafarosh fighting in there for it. Werribee managed to come out with it. Only as far as Simioy, who then tries to deliver forward to Niagoran, but can't get through. He's tackled late, Simioy there, and the referee's going to go across and have a word to the Werribee player.
I must admit I didn't see what that was for, but it's always nice to receive a free kick.
He's actually checked late there, followed through with the tackle. Simioy getting the ball and kicking through, and Werribee player going straight through. But Zebras with possession.
Big cheerio to Christine, Nicholas's mum, who's watching on Facebook.
Yes. Long one over the top. Looking for the run
There's
there.
a body check there on Luke by Petrov. I'm not quite sure what the referee thought of that, but just sort of taking his line off the ball. I don't know about those sort of tactics, Dominic.
Still classified as obstruction, I guess, Joe, but referee letting the play go as the ball comes up in the air. Timmins gets underneath it, wins a header forward into the path of Preen. Preen now back to Timmins. Still possession, Timmins. Now turns, looking to go in the middle, finds Canal under pressure. Watley over the top, puts it into the path of Simioy. He's got a bit of work to chase it down, but does. Still keeps in possession now. Simioy turns, goes forward, goes a long one over the top, looking for the run there.
Preen's on it.
Yep, I think he left his run late, Joe. He sort of still hesitated. And should have started running as soon as Simioy delivered that ball, but
there's an extra 20 metres with that breeze, and Garron should have been on his bike a little bit sooner, Dominic.
As the ball now gets clear, goes down the line, Wynn holding it up. Williams bringing it down for the Zebras. Still in possession. Now still Werribee now, tries to turn, goes to the back heel. Werribee still with it. Zebras closing down, putting that pressure, not giving them the easy option out in this half.
Oh, bad ball.
It is bad, turned over, Devitt goes to take the shot, but it's deflected. Saw the goalkeeper off his line, and referees found another free kick there against the Zebras and Werribee to take.
Just a little bit more composure there by the young man, and instead of striking first time, he could have cut back on his right foot.
Yes, as you mentioned earlier, Joe, we've actually got Simon Simioy that's tuned into the Facebook telecast
looks
as well.
Like the Simioy clan is all watching. I know Dad's here, but young Nicholas is doing a sterling job on behalf of the family, so cheerio to the Simioys. Great supporters of the black and white.
As Timmins now goes down the line looking for Devitt. He tries to win it there but can't. Ball gets turned over. Werribee still in possession as Watley comes through and puts a foot through it and sends it into the back row here of the grandstand at CB Smith Reserve. There's a throw will be taken, but there's a substitution coming up here, so it looks like
Zebras are going to strike first.
To make the
done
first
this for
change.
a while. Looks like James Papa coming on for
Barafrosh coming
Tom
off
Barfrosh.
there, Joe. So Tom Barfrosh coming off, being replaced by number 14.
Substitution for
Papa
Moreland
Dimitriou.
Zebras. Going off number 10, Tom Barfarosh. Coming on number 14, James Papadimitriou. Zebras looking to maybe put this contest beyond doubt with another goal.
Confirmation of that substitution now as Zebras go forward. Sort of misfooted there by
with some pace to burn out wide, so hopefully we can get a bit of a glimpse of that shortly.
Definitely be good to see him link up with Niagoran up there as well, Joe. So great smother there by Luke Devitt for the Zebras. Zebras putting their body in front of the ball there and not allowing Werribee to come out too easy out of this back line.
We'll need to, Dominic. We'll need to run this game right out. They're not on the top of the table for no particular reason. They're on there because they keep working hard. Zebras will need to be on their day.
So throwing comes in. Now looking forward, closed down by Preen. Brilliantly done there. Still with possession, Werribee. Petrov putting the pressure, still with it. Now Murray in the middle. Being closed down by Niagoran. Zebras doing well in that attacking half, not giving them the easy options out. Still retreating back, Werribee. So Devitt there pushing forward a little bit more. Still with it. Papa comes in, tries to get a foot in. Still retreating back, Werribee. Now finds Petrov. Goes forward. Still looking for it. Players starting to lose their feet a little bit now out there, Joe. A few players have slipped under the turf here.
Can't imagine there'd be too much dew on the
Simui goes up, wins the header, and there's another elbow there.
There's a little collision, a clash of heads there, and it looks like a little bit referees slow to react, but both
of
boys
the players
holding
clashed
their
heads. Yep.
There we go. We've called on the physios now.
Yeah, right away. Simui looking to, he's making his way slowly to his feet, but I think Nashimoto there for the
if
visitors.
You're still watching Christine,
down.
he looks okay. It's just a bit of a clash there. Anthony hasn't signalled any drama, so the physio hasn't signalled any drama, and I think Nick will be okay. Simon, of course, would have said just get up and get on with it, Dominic.
Yeah, there's another comment there from Simon saying his brother's got a hard head. As the players getting the treatment there.
Now the game just a bit of battle of wills at the moment.
It is, Joe, yep.
Giving as good as we got, but look, Werribee aren't out of it at all, so we'll need to be on our game to make sure we ride this one out. Marvellous night for football in Moreland.
75 minutes gone. Still the Zebras leading 2-1 here at CB Smith Reserve.
If you're listening around the world, Marvellous Moreland is Melbourne's finest multicultural area. Where the round ball game is pursued with some
it is.
fever.
It's thriving in the city of Moreland, Joe, definitely. A shout out to all of our community teams this weekend, Joe, and senior women and reserve women who kick off their 2019 season. So
they do with that. The senior women are, in fact, their first head out in Division 1.
Division 1, so best of luck to Steph and the girls there on Sunday, and also to all of our Mini-Roos and our Coburg Zebras teams who are kicking off their season this weekend. So best of luck to all of those teams this weekend as Simui's slowly making his way off the pitch.
It just looks like he's just labouring a little bit there. Well, I'm sure he'll be patched up. We don't really want to do without him. Anthony's Murray's just looking at him, the physio, and might have a little cut. Giving him a thumbs up here.
Yep.
So he looks like he'll just be patched up and he'll be okay.
It's, Nashimoto now makes his way back onto the park.
Jack Westerstudi gets us forward. Werribee knock it back. Tremaine Sadler hoists it back the other direction. Bit of keepings off at the moment. 3 again. Well, Brian goes round Timmins.
Still with it. Brian now goes to lay it off into the path. Watley gets there and trickles out for a corner kick for Werribee. First one of the second half for them. As, Simboy's looks like he is getting strapped up over there. So
yeah, it looked like a little bit of a mummy with the bandages, but he'll be okay. No bandages applied, so it might be just something a little bit more superficial than that. Werribee take the resultant corner.
Goes to take the kick, and it's gone out for another corner.
Oh, they tell me it comes off Luke Devitt, it seems.
Yeah, lines and signal that pretty much straight away. Referee behind place, and obviously that's going with the word of his linesman.
Werribee goes short this time. No, they don't.
Nope.
We just obscured our vision here, but Werribee this time go longer. Oh. All sorts of aerobics there, acrobatics in the... he comes away with it, does Papadimitriou. Working hard at the back. Sees Nagorian to his feet. Oh, Nick, he gets unceremoniously dumped. Nick just letting him know that I can take that stuff. Just a bit of time here. We'll see whether we can get Nicky Simui back on the park. Zebra's currently with 10 men.
Still there on the sidelines, getting some treatment, Simui. Yep, they have strapped him up, Joe, so there was
no cause for concern, Christine. He looks pristine condition, apart from that little strapping, which is probably a modelling exercise for him. Garen Preen this time. Wide ball, cuts inside. Oh, just goes over at the wrong time, does Preen. Werribee able to clear it.
Still with it now, Werribee in the middle of the park. Williams puts a foot in, can't win the possession. All the way back to Collette now. Collette now pushes out wide.
And midfield's definitely stepped up a bit, Dominic. We're forcing him backward with the odd challenge. Trying to break up their play, a la Gattuso style. The ball, Simui now collects. Going to leave it.
Easy to spot him out on the ground now, Joe. Won't have a problem up here from the commentary box.
That'll be Nicholas with the headband.
As West Astuti now takes a bounce Looks at his options forward. Goes to line up. Puts the ball down now. Just drawing the clock there. Long one. Over the top. Gets some distance. Papa Dimitri trying to get in the end of it. Can't win it down though. Simio puts a foot in there. Still in possession Werribee though. Simio pushing forward. Still there. Turned over. Zebras win it. Now Simio tries to turn the pass to Papa Dimitri. Can't get through. Comes out wide. Goes to switch over the top but can't find Preen. Cut off there.
Just a bit off target, but the idea was right.
Goran running right up there at the front for the Zebras at the moment. Not giving them the easy option out. We want to see up there.
Making sure that they're under pressure. Collette this time comes out. Wants to force the issue. Runs into a wall. Comes out of the wall. Oh, well backed by Liam Cannell. What a great tackle that was. And sprays it again. It just doesn't go Garen's way. He's onto it.
Still pressuring. And can't get the turnover, but Zebra's still in possession. Timmins now, centre of the park, looking for his options forward. Comes out wide to Preen. Preen with possession. Now turning Preen, having a look. Now goes on his left, on his right, turning one way. Goes back on his right foot into the 18-yard box. Goes to take the shot. Pass out wide now, finds Cannell. Cannell with possession, still with it and turned over, unfortunately, there for the Zebras. And Werribee
good opportunities
come
there.
out with it.
I think Garen Preen's got to learn to pull the trigger at some stage.
Brilliantly done there. Referee asked, players asked for a free kick, nothing doing. Referee calls the throw in. So Werribee to take the throw in here. In the Zebras attacking half.
Could have done better with that young Garen Preen. He's
just
in plenty of spot. He's just got to believe himself and have a shot. He's got a decent strike on him. See daylight, that's the difference between good class players. They don't need much of an invitation to have a strike.
Definitely not, Joe. As we're just about to tick into the last 10 minutes here of this game at CB Smith Reserve. It's still the Moreland Zebras at 2, leading Werribee City 1. Goran now turns, look for his option, tries to get the pass out wide to Simio. It's a bit too much on that one.
I think he expected Papa to be out there, Dominic, but James Papa Dimitri just
made the run across and wanted to cover the middle.
Game looks like it's stretched at the moment. Whether some fatigue is creeping in, not quite sure. Werribee keen to maintain possession, but not as quick nor as fluid as they have been. Ooh, almost cuts it out, Nagorian. Petrov finds the ball in the middle.
Timmins wins it. Now goes. Still with it, the Zebras. Timmins still with play, waiting for Preen and makes a run. Brilliantly picked up there by Preen on the left-hand side here of the ground. Now takes it, puts it onto his right foot.
He's inviting him again. So this is what we don't need. We need Preen to get the ball over.
Still Preen with it.
He still has it in that corner, and
referee's called a goal kick there. So Linesman can't. Linesman's pretty spake up as well. But I think it did cross the line
on the far side, and I had an indication that it may have gone over from where we stand, but. Garen in plenty of space there. It's a one-touch. Players running into the box, defenders looking away from the game, running towards the box. The best ball is straight into the middle there.
Still with it, Werribee goes past one, but finds Devitt now into the path.
Like now, this is Preen's.
Brilliantly done. Now finds Cannell. Cannell goes to turn, can't get past one player, then goes through. Werribee in possession. Still coming out with it, Werribee.
Just hanging on a bit too long there. Liam Cannell got caught.
He did 1-2 pass. They've linked up there now. Well, out wide now. Werribee go with the cross along the ground, and Simio.
Couldn't take any chance. Knew what he was doing.
Had to do it there.
Didn't know who was coming on the blind side. It was the right
wanted
thing.
To clear it out that way. Brilliantly done there by the Zebras defensively. As we've got another confirmation of a change coming off number 10, which is substitution for Werribee City. Coming off number 10, Liam Bryan being replaced by number 13. Nemanja Spazevskic. Sorry if we couldn't get the pronunciation there correctly. There's a confirmation of substitution now. Werribee with a corner. Attacking half. Players everywhere in that 18-yard box. High one over the top, looking for the middle. Finds ahead of
Nagorian doing some heavy work.
Simio wins it. Brilliantly done by Simio. Now he's on the run. He's got one in front of him. Goran busted the gut in the middle, running through. Simio still going through. Still going through, Simio. Still going, Simio. Simio takes a shot. Oh, it's just saved off the line there. Brilliantly done. Simio still in possession with it. No, he's run out.
It's a corner. It
is a corner. Brilliantly saved, but the break there. Goran with the header and Simio with the run through.
I'm most proud of the fact that Nick Nagorian there, not only did he get the header out, he lung burst a 150-metre run to make sure that he took two defenders away from Nicky Simoy, who was able to strike the ball in his left shot, a vicious shot to the left-hand side. The keeper was able to parry it away around the net for a corner.
I wonder if Simon's got a comment in regards to his brother's attempt there, Joe. He hasn't commented yet, but sure to find one come through the Facebook feed shortly as the Zebras win a corner. Cross comes in, far back post there. Near Goran heads it up, still up in the air in the middle of the park there, in the middle of the box. Werribee go to clear, they do. Williams headed back up, sort of playing a little bit of
aerial ping pong there.
They are at the moment. Preen bricks it down now. Still in possession, Preen. Goes to take on one. Can't get through him, though. And now Werribee come out. Still in possession, Werribee. Murray goes to one over the top first time. Can't get through, though. Now flicks into the middle. Bit of space here now for Werribee in the middle. Long one over the top. Diagonal ball. Simoy trying to get on the end of that one now. Got to keep it in that corner. He's got one to beat. Simoy goes to try and turn. Brilliantly done there by the Zebras defender. It's turned over, though. Can't get that ball into the thing. Ball gets out and West Astut. He couldn't hold it either. Ball gets cleared and it's gone out for a goal kick. Just trying to work out. Referee's pointing for a corner. So I'm not too sure where he's figured that one there from.
I'm really not sure what's going on. I'm not sure what's going on.
Simon there in the comments, Joe, saying he should have taken on the goalkeeper that last attempt, young Nick. I'm sure Simon would have probably taken on the goalkeeper, Joe.
Well, Simon would have in his heyday. That would have been a goal.
Here we go. Corner now for Werribee.
Need to be conscientious here and diligent at the ball and must contest. Nagorian again.
Ball gets cleared.
Making sure that the Zebras don't leave anything to chance.
Still pushing out. Slow to get out, though. Preen there in the back.
Preen.
Still not pushing forward.
Preen limping.
He is. It's... He's done a fair bit of running out there tonight. Preen now goes to turn over, can't get it. Referee's found a free kick and near Goran, not too sure what happened there. He's gone down. Get him back up. Just must have
he's been vital with the clearances from the corners, Nagorian. Then he's produced a Olympic run to make a match of it for Nick Simoy. So we need
have a look at this ball, Joe. He's put the ball down and just the wind has just picked up and then
long
one
ball
up in the air. Timmins easily underneath that one, headers it out. Devitt over the top.
Helps it's on its way. It goes out to the touchline here. Petrov's going to retrieve. Throws it back in for Collette. Werribee keen now to push the issue, knowing that the time is nigh. Zebras won't be happy with the draw and are looking to make sure that we retain this one.
Still with it. Werribee in possession. Murray now comes out wide. Preen go to put the pressure on Petrov. Does, and ball trickles out. Ball's gone out. The Zebras there. Preen brilliantly done.
Taking a knock. He's favouring his left ankle at the moment, Garen Preen.
Done well tonight, Preen. I think
yeah,
Joe
has done. My only criticism can be, Dominic, that he's made enough siders for himself to have a shot at a goal, and he hasn't done so, nor get across.
As the ball comes in now, Preen with possession. Still with it, Werribee goes to clear it. Goes out for another Zebras throw in. As the Werribee players now starting to move and picking up the ball as they cross the line, Joe. They want to get things moving. Zebras just happy to take the time and slow things down a little bit. Neogoran goes in from behind, puts the pressure on. Ball still getting cleared. Tremaine Sadler wins it back. Williams now in the middle. Canal and ball over the top into the stand there.
Not sure how many's to go, but
into the 88th minute now, so a couple of minutes left to go of regulation time. Long ball over the top. Nishimoto out wide with Simoy. Simoy wins it back again as well. Nice clearance down the line and gets it out into safety. Well over the top of that fence and onto the second ground here at CB Smith Reserve. Throw in to come.
Zebras throw in.
Must have taken the deflection out, so brilliantly done by the Zebras. Long throw now over the top. Near Goran into the path of Devitt. And he's on through now, Devitt. Brilliantly done. Preen's in the middle. He's there, Preen. Now coming up, Preen. Got the goalkeeper to beat. He does. It's flecked off. And saved by the goalkeeper. Another brilliant break there from the Zebras. And trickles out for another corner. Did deserve the goal there, I think, Joe. He did all the work.
This time he takes the strike. He takes the strike this time. And Rossi's earned earned his allowance this week. The custodian from Werribee's done a great job keeping the scoreline to 2-1. Zebras keen to finish this game off.
Into the last minute of play now, Joe. We're in the 89th minute. Still haven't seen the fourth official there put up his board. Zebras taking their time with the corner.
Doesn't look
Low one along the ground. Devitt on the end of it. Tries to find it. Can't get it out now, Zebras. Werribee now break through Murray. Takes a touch. Looking forward. Williams overcommitted there. Near Goran. Long one over the top. Sadler get on the end of it and just sends it forward down the line. Brilliantly done by Sadler.
That's the ball we're looking for.
Still in possession now, Werribee though.
Board's been prepared now. We'll see what we make of it. I can't think any more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Had that injury spell there with the two players with the head knock, Joe, so probably a minute there in the goal as well. He's
5 minutes.
He's put in 5 minutes up. I didn't expect 5.
As Werribee get a free kick. About 20 metres from the D. It'll be penetrating enough. We just need to make sure we can test it. I see Big Nick on the wall. I'd rather Big Nick on the line to nod the ball away. I see Liam Cannell there. As long as the Zebras can test this ball, we'll be okay. Bit of pushing and shoving there from both teams, but referees having a look. Nothing going on.
As Werribee now with the resulting free kick. We're well into injury time now. Where a referee, fourth official, putting up the board for 5 additional minutes. So we're in the 91st minute here now. Bit of pushing and shoving in that box. Players holding on to each other. Astuti comes out. No. Ball still in there for debate. Over the top. And just over the Zebras goal there.
Nashimoto, I think it was it?
Yep, looked like it, Jay. It was, yes.
On the turn. Not a bad effort from the young man. And the Zebras will be keen to see this game out now. Maintain possession is the order of the day. Clear anything that's loose.
That's it, exactly right, Joe.
Let the front run on.
Long ball over the top. Nigoran can't get underneath it. Comes off a Werribee player though. Keeps the pressure.
Zebras throw.
Yep, taking their time now. Simuoi slowly making his way across. Referee telling him to hurry up, but...
Have we chewed up a couple of minutes, Dom?
I think we have now, Joe, yes. So, throwing coming in.
Nagorian knocks it inside. Well, Werribee scramble to clear it. And this time they do clear it.
Headed
knocks
down.
It back. Williams helps it on its way again. We need to get hold of this ball. And we do.
No, Preen, unfortunately, still dispossessed with it. Now wins it. Oh, Williams didn't probably need to do that, but gets it under now for Devitt.
Nagorian with a chance to finish us off.
Pushed off it, and penalty. Yep, the referee's pointed to the spot. There it is there.
That's a penalty.
Brilliantly done by Nigoran.
Big Nick Nagorian.
He was pushed off it, went to take his shot, and Devitt's still down there from the effects of the last knock.
The Werribee defender there making all sorts of actions and accusations to want to physically hurt Nicky. I don't know what he's on about.
Interesting to see who steps up
Moreland
here now
Zebras
for the Zebras.
with the opportunity now to ice this game.
Nigoran to take it, I think, Joe. Yep, he's stepping up.
And the big man, been away for a little while, but
as the Zebras attacker.
Not much of a run up.
No, he extended up, Joe. Bit of win there. Moving the ball around. Just gets himself settled.
Looks at Rossi in the eye. Hands on hips. Rossi comes off his line. Jumping around. I'm not sure he can
still
do that.
Down, no, they're still
look
at Devitt. Devitt's still
Devitt's down in the
feeling
middle of
the effects of that late challenge.
The Zebras will need to be switched on here. We don't want to rebound and a player on his own, so Timmins doing a bit of stretching. Been a long delay.
Has been.
He's a cool customer, Nagorian. Squares up, hands on hips, looks at Rossi. Rossi flaps about with his arms.
And Nigoran scores.
Seals it.
He does it. That's the third goal there for the Zebras. Goal scorer, Nick Nigoran. As he has his trademark celebration there. Chest pump there, Joe. Zebras will take 3 points here today.
And glad to be with you on this auspicious return by Nick Nagorian. Big Nick gets his just rewards for a hard-earned game. And look, I've got to say, excited for the big man. He's earned it. No complaints for his time off.
As the Zebras now making their third and final substitution. Garen Preen, number 12, coming off. Being replaced, it looks like, by Stefan Cardamone, I think it is, Joe. What's
Stefan's number? Substitution for Moreland Zebras going off. Number 12, Garen Preen. Coming on.
Number 19.
Number 19, Stefan Cardamone.
Zebras make the change. 3 points all but wrapped up here for the Zebras in a critical game here tonight, Joe. Was going to be the...
Was so. I see the the Football Federation still hasn't updated the table, but it gets us closer to the... It's all right, Nick.
There's Nick there. The Werribee player going to square up with him, Joe, and then realised, geez, this bloke's pretty tall.
Yeah, no, that's nothing doing. The game's...
Nick apologised.
Game's dead and buried for Nick Nagorian. We've done the job.
There's a long ball over the top there now. Can't be too much time left on the clock now for the referee to...
Referee's looking at his wristwatch.
Now to flick through.
Jack West stands his ground.
Done. Takes his time there now. Take a bounce.
Apart from the penalty, you wouldn't say he had too much saves to make, has he?
Hasn't had to, Joe. No, definitely not.
He's going to hoik this up the park, and he does so. Bit of a poor kick,
not
but
convincing,
gets there.
but managed to get through. Now,
Cardamone can do some work and get to the corner.
He
does.
Puts pressure on. Still not there for the Zebras, though. Still in possession, Werribee. Now goes for the turn there. Williams with it. Turns Williams. Taken out. Referee's got a free kick there.
Werribee losing their medal at the moment. A bit of back chat and so forth and what have you. It's a bit of a shock to lose your first game, but we've got to be unrepentant here. We've suffered some penalty decisions that have been a little bit skew-whiff. We've maintained our dignity and not complained. And this isn't a complaint, by the way. This is just a statement of fact. But this is the Zebras broadcast, so I'm pretty much not antagonising anybody. As Jacob Williams stands over the ball.
Williams, nice cross in. Come over the back there, but
Rossi
easily picked up there by Rossi.
And the game's over.
Referee blows the whistle. It's the 3 points to the Zebras.
Come on, you Zebras.
Brilliantly done there. As we hear the full-time whistle here at CB Smith Reserve. Thank you, Joe Sala, for joining me in the commentary box tonight. We'll wrap things up. It's the Moreland Zebras 3, Werribee City 1. I'd like to thank you for listening in tonight, and we'll leave you with the Zebras song as we go for the telecast today.